I understand that during Ramadan, the reward for good deeds multiply. Could you please tell us if this is true and could you explain it?
This is true, of course, because, and it is a psychological way to make a habit. If you, for 30 days, you do certain charitable things or good things, it may be your habit afterwards. So everybody is encouraged to do better in Ramadan so that this may be turned to be a habit afterwards. But not just to do it in Ramadan and stop after Ramadan until next Ramadan. Because this means that you are doing good for 1 month and deliberately you are doing bad for 11 months. Or you are not enough good for 11 months. But deliberately is important because everybody may try, sometimes succeed, sometimes fail. But you should try. When you do something in Ramadan, try to keep it as a habit all your life.
As new Muslims, are we supposed to change our given names and adopt new names? Are we allowed to keep relations with our family, social, and also pray for them? And can we go to funerals and participate in religious occasions with them? What are the limits and what is permissible under Islam?
You are not supposed, of course, to change your names unless your name means something. Like, for example, if you have a name which is related to Jesus as God, then you have to change it. But any other name, John, any James, any other name which does not mean that you are worshipping Jesus, it is okay. We respect Jesus, and whenever his name is mentioned, we say, alayhi salam, and we want really and sincerely to be with him in the hereafter, because he is one of those who are very close to God and will be rewarded highly by God in paradise. We want to be with him, the same as we want to be with Muhammad. In the hereafter, there is no conflict. There is no a place for Muslims, another for Christians, another for... No, we shall be all together. And the criteria will be different. Not the name, not the formalities, but the heart. So that is there is no need for changing the name if the name does not mean anything wrong. Relations with other Christians should be very, very friendly. The Quran says that al-birr, the most charitable and honorable relations with others is required, including the non-Muslims, whether Christians, Jews, even pagans, because he is a human being. And your behavior with him will give him the image of your belief. Muslims or Islam spread and the Christianity spread when the Christians and the Muslims give good image of Christianity or of Islam. So, and the relations with the family, with relatives, with neighbors who did not become Muslims should be fair and friendly and nice and everything. We are not supposed to sever or to cut our relations with any person just because we become Muslims and he is not a Muslim. Altogether, we are human beings, and the Muslims have always relations with others, and maybe within the same family, you will find a Muslim and non-Muslim, and they should have good relations. Otherwise, Islam will bring up conflicts in families, conflicts in neighborhood, conflicts in the society, and will be remembered not for making the people together, but for splitting them. This is not the message of God. The message of God is mercy, is grace, is kindness. So we should have good relations with all people, Muslims and non-Muslims, and we should prove that really Islam has improved us, not make us the same human being but with other beliefs. No, we should be better human beings if we become Muslims, because our relation to Allah is permanent, is continuous. If you have bad relations with a person, there should be a reason that justifies this in front of Allah, not in front of yourself. Because yourself, you may hate a person, you may like a person, but likeness and hateness should not be the criteria. Because now your criteria is related to Allah. If Allah accepted all this humanity with people, with good people, bad people, and so on, you should also have good relations with every person, and maybe one day a bad person would be impressed by your good behavior and change to be a good person.
What about praying for our parents and visiting graveyards?
We should always pray for our parents, whoever they may be, and whatever their beliefs may be. We always, we should pray for our parents, and we are required to this when the Quran says استغفر لهم أو لا تستغفر لهم إن تستغفر لهم 70 مرة فلن يغفر الله لهم. God told his Prophet Muhammad that whether he asks forgiveness for people who are condemned and they deserve punishment 70 times, this will not be accepted. The Prophet said, if I know that I pray for them or ask forgiveness for them more than 70, and this will be approved, I will do it. So we should be always inclined towards forgiveness and asking forgiveness for us. The Muslim doesn't feel pleasure that all the world will go to hell and he only will be saved. This is not Islamic. As a matter, Islam tells us to wish the best for all people, to enjoy the forgiveness of God. May Allah pardon them. May Allah know their intentions. And as I said, the criteria or the judgment is based on the intention. A person may do something or follow a certain belief and he doesn't know. So the intention is important in judging, and we do not know the intention, so we cannot judge. When a person says, I don't judge, yes, because I cannot know the intention.